And we're coming to you live from the Rocket Health Studios here in Southwest Florida. Welcome to another edition of the Tyler McClosky Show. Coming to you live every single Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on 92.5 Fox News. And this week, I've got to harp on something. I feel like I talk about it a lot, but maybe I haven't emphasized on it enough. You know, and I think I get a little fired up too because we hear about it on this radio station even with a lot of ads about health insurance claiming that there's something that they're not. And you know what's really unfortunate about that? You are the ones that get hurt. You are the ones that are buying the wrong health insurance plan, thinking that you're getting major medical, when in fact you're getting a fixed indemnity policy. So we're going to touch on that a little bit today. I'm going to really give you all the details and everything that you need to know to make sure that you can make an informed decision. Also, too, we'll go over some pricing for the people that are getting ready to retire early, that may be looking to get a health insurance plan at age 61, 62 years old. They don't want to wait until they retire. They don't want to wait just till Medicare. And what do you do with that gap of coverage? And then kind of just a little bit what's going on in the world today. I mean, we're already in February 2023, right? It's pretty crazy that we've gotten through this year this fast. But again, right here, 92.5 Fox News, we've been doing very good with our audience, our customers. So let's go ahead and give out the phone number for today for everybody to know how to call in, how to reach the show. Phone number is 239-633-3140. Again, 239-633-3140 or online at tylermcclosky.com, www.tylermcclosky.com. And, you know, in a quick little recap for everybody, if this might be your first time tuning in, maybe you're just now jumping in the car, you haven't heard the show before, or maybe you're a loyal listener. We do this show every single Saturday, specifically based around the health insurance market, the business, how it works for you, your family, maybe the agent aspect of it, whatever that might be. And we've been doing this show here actually for a little over 2 years now. And I try to make it as entertaining as possible. You know, we don't want to make this just an information show, an infomercial, more or less, where you guys are driving around and you're switching through the channels. And it's not to sell you on anything either. We actually turn this into a live broadcast show every single Saturday. And I do that to make sure we are actually reaching the audience and giving you guys the information that's needed so you can make the best decision possible. You know, myself, I've never been on radio before these last 2 years of doing this, so it was a new venture for me. I feel pretty comfortable in doing what we do now, but, you know, we want to reach the right people and make sure that you guys are not making that wrong decision with your health insurance because it's such an important decision to make in your life. And a lot of people push it off and they don't take it as seriously as maybe they need to. And when that happens, that's when you see the people that go absolutely bankrupt sometimes from having the wrong health insurance plan. And why do I say that? Let's talk about bankruptcy aspect of it. When you're purchasing health insurance, there's nothing more important whatsoever than ensuring that you get a major medical health insurance plan. Now, what do I mean by that? What is major medical? All of that you need to know about health insurance. Remember, it can be very confusing. Other agents can make it very confusing. The advertising can make it very confusing. All you need to know for a major medical health insurance is you have a standard deductible and everything that you need is covered after that. So, let's start with the deductible aspect of it. Because I hear some advertising here, even on this radio station and other radio stations here that you're listening to. And agents come on and they tout and boast this very affordable health insurance plan. They make it sound like it's the best thing in the world because they say that it has little to no deductible. Right then and there, if you hear that, or if you are on a plan right now that has little to no deductible, a $0 deductible, 9 times out of 10, that is called a fixed indemnity plan. Not major medical, fixed indemnity insurance. Now, what's the difference between major medical and fixed indemnity? Again, Major medical is what you're used to having, traditional health insurance like it's always been before Obamacare, to give you the proper insurance that you need. Major medical. It means that whatever your deductible is, your insurance is going to cover for everything after that. So let's say you go in to your doctor's checkup. Maybe your insurance doesn't pay for that doctor's checkup because you have a deductible you have to meet. Maybe you don't have copays on the plan. And in that doctor's checkup, they send you off for more tests. Maybe it's time to get a mammogram. Next thing you know, they diagnose you with the cancer. Now, once you're diagnosed with cancer, you have to go into the different emergency rooms. You might have to go in for surgery. And now you have to get the worst thing in the world of getting chemotherapy. Then you realize that chemotherapy is $20,000 a visit. You got to do 12 to 15 rounds of it. And all of this hits you at one time. Major medical health insurance says you have a deductible that you have to pay first, typically $5,000, and we cover the rest. We don't care if that bill is $100,000, $500,000, $800,000, $1 million. We are covering the rest of the bill. You pay your deductible. That is your true major medical health insurance, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Regardless if there's any gaps before that, if there's anything that's before that deductible it may or may not cover, that's what you need to be concerned about the most of what major medical should look like for you. Not what the government tells you, not what your friend tells you, not what your doctor might tell you. That's how insurance works. Major medical has a deductible. They cover the rest. Now, a fixed indemnity policy or a limited benefit insurance policy. They're going to call it fixed indemnity, an indemnity plan, because it sounds better than limited medical plans. Those are the plans you hear advertised that say we're 40 to 60% less than Obamacare and we have little to no deductible at all. My plans are the best. Freedom of choice plans. Well, that's true because you don't have a deductible you have to meet. You don't have a deductible for your doctor. You don't have a deductible for the hospital. You don't have a deductible for chemotherapy. How those plans work is they pay a fixed amount, whatever that amount is, set amount of money, and you pay the rest. That's right. They pay a fixed amount, fixed indemnity, fixed benefit. You pay the remainder. I will be here to tell you that the average fixed indemnity policy is paying you roughly $1,000 a visit in the hospital. You pay the rest. You may be able to get out of them a check for $10,000 to $15,000 total for your $100,000 bill that you just inquired. So what that means for you is you are very right. You don't have to meet a deductible before you go to that doctor or hospital. And when they send you the bill in the mail for $100,000, your insurance company might cover the first $15,000 of that bill. Guess what? You're on the hook for $85,000 left over. And I get very passionate about this, and I get very into it on this about how many people are fooled about the difference between a fixed indemnity policy and a major medical policy. And the thing is, right now, the market isn't needed for a fixed indemnity. People don't realize that there is major medical in the private market again that was brought back in around 2019 specifically to give you the best coverage at the best price. So this need for fixed indemnity isn't needed right now at the moment. And you need to know all the ins and outs before you make that informed decision. And here's what I can tell you today. Any of our customers and our clients that call into this show are referred by a friend or family member, go on to our website, rockethealth.com, and have bought a policy from us or are going to get a policy from us. When I say buy a policy, we don't charge you any fees either. There's no fees collected by us, the agent. We just help facilitate the policy for you. We get paid by the insurance company, not by you. You are always going to be looking at a major medical. Period. Stop. End of story. Because I make sure that even if the cost is a little bit more, we're going to go very in depth on letting you know why the cost is X and why you're getting major medical to protect yourself in case of what if. I mean, that's the whole reason for getting insurance in the first place, isn't it? You're not getting insurance just to cover the first couple $1,000s. You're getting insurance to cover you for the major what ifs. And that's what you guys need to make sure you're doing today. Phone number is 239-633-3140. Again, 239-633-3140 or online at TylerMcClosky.com, www.TylerMcClosky.com. And every week, I hear more and more people that said they went with the wrong health insurance plan. And I just wish that we had talked before something happens. Now, it's not too late to switch. It doesn't matter that open enrollment is over. Everybody has the opportunity to switch into the right health insurance plan today. But you can't wait until it's too late. Because what's going to happen is, if you're like one of my clients or potential clients that called up last week, they found out they were on the wrong health insurance plan. They went in to the emergency room for a major incident. Come to find out, they're hit with a massive bill. And guess what? It's too late. It's too late for that bill, and it may be too late for you to get that new insurance policy, depending on what happened. Because remember, on the private health insurance market, you still have to go through underwriting. A lot of people might forget that. They don't realize that. Yes, you still have to go through underwriting because you're getting a better plan at a better price. Phone number again, 239-633-3140. Again, 239-633-3140 or online at TylerMcClosky.com, www.TylerMcClosky.com. You can also email me, Tyler@RocketHealth.com. Again, Tyler@RocketHealth.com. We are going to go ahead and take our first commercial break. Everybody stay tuned. You're listening to 92.5 Fox News and the Tyler McClosky Show. Welcome, everybody, back to the Tyler McClosky Show, coming to you live from the Rocket Health Studios here on 92.5 Fox News every single Saturday at 11 a.m. And again, I think we do have a loyal audience that listens in. I still get shocked and surprised every single week about the people that call in and say they've been listening for a long period of time over the last 2 years. I'm very flattered by that. Again, first time doing radio, doing this show. But I do it for the efforts, not only to promote the business, obviously, for what we're doing, but to give everybody the right information about health insurance. It's one of the most boring, confusing topics you can think of. And there's way too many people that are in the wrong plan. You know, I just talked to a customer here this morning before we came into the studio today, and we went over all the ins and outs about their plan. They got it through a group employer. They don't pay too much for it. But come to find out how that plan actually works, they thought because it was through a group employer and that their premium wasn't too high, that it was the best coverage that they wanted and needed. And yes, at the end of the day, it is major medical insurance, meaning, once again, we just talked about that. You have a deductible. Everything else is covered after that. But they had an extremely high deductible, and they had little to no benefits before that deductible kicked in. Now, not to contradict anything I talked about earlier, major medical is still the most important side of it. So I reassured them that, yes, you are on a plan that says no matter if you have to pay $10,000, everything is covered after that. But it's from that point to say, how much are they charging me? And can I actually get something better on the open private market? And come to find out, not only were there better plans available, meaning we took them from an HMO to a PPO, and we took them and put them on a plan that actually has co-pays to their doctor, because yes, those are still available. And it only cost them $75 more a month than what their group was charging them. And they thought that that was going to be the best thing that ever happened to them from their group employer standpoint, because they had no idea what the private market was going to look like. So we were able to do that before we came in today, got them in through underwriting. It's sitting in underwriting right now. We'll probably have an answer on Monday or Tuesday. And that person can now come off of their group plan, have a private health insurance plan, and now at the end of the day, they can also make decisions about their job if they have to. Not saying that everybody needs to, but guess what? They are not stuck at that job just because the job is giving them benefits. How many of you right now driving in your car have had that happen to you, or thinking about that, or thinking that you're still stuck somewhere that you don't want to be just because the benefits that your employer is giving you? The best thing is to be able to get your own private health insurance plan to be able to do with what you want to do with. Again, at the end of the day, guys, we're all seeking the same freedom, right? So make all these choices better for you. Who knows? You might get a better job in the future, or you might go work for yourself. You might sell something. Maybe you'll sell health insurance. Maybe you'll open a business because you don't have to stay at that business just to get their benefits. Phone number again, 239-633-3140, 239-633-3140, or online at tylermcclosky.com. You can also text or call that phone number, 239-633-3140. Staying on that topic of what your employer offers you. It doesn't matter what age you're at to see if the private health insurance market's going to be better for you. So whether you're 25 years old and you got a job through your employer, congratulations. Good job for listening to 92.5 Fox News. You still might be able to get a better option in a private market. It's pretty inexpensive for a 25-year-old. Major medical policy, PPO health insurance is going to run you right around $200 a month. We can go higher, we can go lower, all depending on your deductible. $200, that's going to be your price right around for that 25-year-old. Now, for the other ones, let's just say you are that family of four. You're in your 40s, you got 2 kids. Here's going to be the biggest difference. How much is your employer charging you, the employee? Not your spouse, not your dependents. How much do they charge you, the employee? Because I had a customer this week that for the whole family together, the insurance was $1,700 a month for the whole family. When they come to find out what the breakdown was, this was probably the biggest one that I've seen. The employee's insurance for themselves was $15 a paycheck. Yeah, $15 a paycheck. So for $30 a month, the one employee can be covered. I said, done deal all day long. You take that option and you are now covered for $30. We are going to go ahead and get your spouse and your children on this health insurance together. For that same 40-year-old and the 2 10-year-olds, we put on a private plan through United Healthcare, PPO health insurance for $600 a month. People don't realize that even for that couple at 40 years old, that they just saved themselves $1,100 a month. And we're just talking about the premium of the health insurance. We're not talking about how to use the plan, what it's like in the doctor's office. It doesn't matter. Just in your bottom line, dollars to your pocket, $1,100 a month. I'm still blown away sometimes by the amount of difference in savings. You hear the car insurance all the time. You see them on TV. You hear the radio ads. Save $15, 15%, 15. I don't even know the saying anymore. 15% in 15 minutes, right? So this couple, this family, just saved $1,100 a month. Do the math on that, guys. I know it's over $12,000 a year, right to your bottom line. And for the people that are absolutely struggling with the differences there to figure out where they're going to be getting their health insurance from, let alone the pricing of it, that is a life-changing decision. And again, that's only 1 year's worth of premiums. Times that by 2, 3, 4, 5 years. 239-633-3140. Again, 239-633-3140, or online at tylermcclosky.com, www.tylermcclosky.com. We're going to take one more short break here. We're going to come back with our last segment. We're talking to our favorite clientele of the day, our pre-Medicare clients that are looking to retire early and they don't realize what that private market does for them. We're going to give you those examples right when we come back to the Tyler McClosky Show. All right, one more time. Let's do it again. Welcome back to the Tyler McClosky Show, coming to you live from the Rocket Health Studios, 92.5 Fox News every single Saturday at 11 a.m. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. As always, phone number to reach the show, 239-633-3140. I don't think we said our tagline. What's the tagline? Where we talk to you about all the facts, not feelings, in regards to your health insurance. I always love that, too, about facts, not feelings, because so many people have a feeling about health insurance, which I understand. I can, empathize with that. But regardless of how you feel, how your neighbor feels, how your family member feels, how your wife or husband feel, the facts are what matter. Now, I may agree with you wholeheartedly on what health insurance should be, but let's live in the world of what it is now today and make the best decision based upon that. Because when you take feelings out of it and you get down to the actual facts of the health insurance, you're probably going to make a better decision. And that's what we do with you every single week. So for our favorite customers, and why do we say our favorite customers? It's because it's our customers that get charged an ungodly amount of money for their health insurance and don't realize that the private health insurance options not only are better plans, but it's a better price. And for so many of you, you're the ones that have been hurt by Obamacare more than any other age bracket possible. Yes, my clients that are 50, 55, 60, 62 years old. You've been around dealing with health insurance prior to Obamacare 9 years ago. You know what it was like to have affordable health insurance on the individual market. And now you've just seen nothing but your rates go skyrocketing through the roofs. Forget the price of eggs. You're caring about the hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month you're spending extra on your health insurance. So with a little bit of time that we have left today, let's get down to the facts of it. In that age bracket of 55 to 64, you're pre-Medicare, you might have 3 years, 5 years left till you reach Medicare, and we need to bridge that gap. Number one, listen closely. Do not make the mistake of going with a fixed indemnity plan because it might sound good, it might feel good, and the price might be right. That fixed indemnity plan can ruin you in your health insurance world and your bank account over the next couple of years. You are at the age where you need to be protected for major medical. God forbid you have a heart attack, stroke, or get diagnosed with cancer. Those three things. If you think it's never going to happen to you, great. I hope it doesn't. Then save your money and don't buy health insurance. But if you're going to spend the money, you know you need to get the right plan. So now that we've moved off of going on a fixed indemnity route, you need to make sure that you are getting major medical at the right price. Obamacare is not your only option. A lot of people think that. So once you realize that you're coming off your group and Obamacare is not your only option, if you are looking on the private market in that age bracket, you're going to be anywhere between $450 a month to $700 a month for a single person. And I'm talking about some of the best plans on the market today. PPO health insurance, nationwide coverage, hospitals, anything that you can think of, getting full major medical. Co-pays to doctors if you choose, co-pays for prescriptions if you choose, or just straight deductible to save a little bit of money. And all we got to do is bridge that gap from now to Medicare, because once you get on Medicare, now you're on the good insurance for a very little amount of money each month. We'll get you on a Medicare supplement, super easy at that time period. But do not make the mistake in that pre 3 to 5 to 7 years by getting on the wrong plan, going without health insurance, or spending way too much money on Obamacare. So, Collier County, client here, 61 years old. We went with a $7,000 deductible from United Healthcare. We covered that deductible in the event of an accident or injury. We got co-pays to the doctor. And we got full major medical coverage until Medicare for $680 a month. Now, that might seem high to some of you. It might seem extremely low to some of you. Oh, I know I'm talking to my clients in Collier County, Marco Island, that were on Florida Blue, that were paying $2,000 to $3,000 a month. That is the real price of the health insurance on the private market. If that's a little bit too high for you, you need to be close to $500, we can raise that deductible. We can take off a doctor visit or two, whatever you choose, but we're still going to get you major medical. 239-633-3140. Again, 239-633-3140. Or send me an email, tyler@rockethealth.com. Again, tyler@rockethealth.com. And that is all the aspects that we need to think about and focus on today. If you listened to me before, you know I harp on it all the time. We need to make sure that you're protected on major medical health insurance, and that's exactly why I do this show for you every single Saturday. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, as you usually do. Our loyal listeners that have been listening to us for 2+ years, friends and family, all of our agents that are working hard to take care of you guys every single day of the week. I thank you beyond belief. I hope you tune in next week. Please call us today if you need help with your health insurance, 239-633-3140. You guys have been listening to the Tyler McClosky Show.